Alright, in this video we'll be looking at sine rule. We'll be focusing on finding the length of a side. Another video we'll be finding for an angle. The condition, two angles and a side opposite one of the angle must be given. So here we have two angles and a side opposite one of the angle must be given. So if you look at, okay, we'll be working three examples. Good, so here we have two angles and we are given a side. So this side is opposite one of the angle, or we could have given this side because this side will be directly opposite that angle. The formula, there are two variations to the formula. This is the most popular used one, so you can see the formula in this way or you can see it like that, just like the same formula but it's just upside down. And the formula have three parts: a over sine A equal b over sine b equals c over sine c. But whenever we are solving a question, we only need to use two parts, and it all depends on the question. So in this question, okay, we want to find the length of AC to 1 dp, 1 decimal place. So we want to find for this side. Okay, in order to know which two parts of the, since the formula have three parts, in order to know which two parts of the formula that we need to use, all we need to look and see which two angles are given. So here we are given angle A and angle B. So therefore I'll use the A and the B part of the formula. In this example we are given angle A and angle C, so I'll use the A part and the C part. And for this one, this question is labeled with different letters D, E, F. So instead of having A over sine A, we'll have D over sine D, E over sine E, F over sine F. So we can just substitute different letters into the formula to suit the problem. Good. So the first thing I'll do, I'll label my triangle, the opposite side I'll label in common letters. So opposite here will be A, we have B, and we have C. We want to find the length of AC, which is also known as B, to 1 decimal place. I'll write my formula first. A over sine A equals to B over sine B. Okay, let us substitute the values into the formula. Okay, A is 6, so I'll write 6 over sine A, that's the angle, which is 30, equals to B. Well, we don't know B as yet, that's what we need to find first, so let us write back B over sine B, which is the angle, that's 40 degrees there. Good. Alright, since we have single fraction, we can cross multiply. Okay, let me write this 6. Okay, it looks very similar to the B. Good, so I'll cross multiply like that. And whatever you want to find for, it's best to write it on the left hand side. So it will be B times sine 30 and 6 times sine 40. So I have B times sine 30 equals to 6 times sine 40. And now I need to find for B. Right? So since this is multiplying here, I'll take the cross and it will divide. So B will therefore equals to, let me write this back, 6 times sine 40 divided by sine 30. We're almost finished. Our calculator will do the job for us. So let's see. We have 6 times sine 40, 6 times sine 40 divided by sine 30. Okay, let's see what that will give us. 7.7. If we round off to 1 decimal place, 7.7. So my answer is 7.7 cm. Since B, which is also AC, I can write AC now equals to 7.7 cm, and that is correct to 1 decimal place. Alright, next question. Since I'm given angle A and C, I'll use A over sine A equals to C over sine C. Good. Now let me label the opposite side in common letter. Opposite A will be common A, B, and C. Good. So I need to find the length of what? AB. So I need to find for AB here, which is also known as C, right? So we don't know C as yet. So A is 18. So that will be 18 over sine A, which is 52, equals to C, which is unknown. Angle C, sine C, that's 28. So we'll have sine 28. All we need to do now is to cross multiply. So it will be C times sine 52 equals to 18 times sine 28. And let's say if we like to write sine 52 times C, switch it around, and let's say if we want here, we could have write sine 28 times 18. Multiplication is commutative. The order doesn't matter, so it doesn't matter which one you write first, we'll get the same answer. Since I want to find for C, this is multiplying, I'll divide on the other side, so therefore C will equal 18 times sine 28. And it's optional for us to write the multiplication here. Let's say we write 18 sine 28, the multiplication sign will be understood. So you have sine 52 there. Now we're almost finished. The calculator will help us through there. So let's see, we have 18. Okay, I will leave out the multiplication sign. As I said before, we could leave out this mod. So 18 sine 28 divided by sine 52. That's what we have, yes. Okay, what do we have here? 10.7 if you round off to one decimal place. Okay, so since this question says to the nearest meter, so since it's 10.7, it passed 5, so I'll add 1 there. So my answer will be 11 to the nearest meter. 11 meters. And that is correct to the nearest meter. That's it. Good. So with this question, what I'll do, I'll label the opposite side in common letter. Here will be D. E will equals to that, F there. Good. So calculate the length of DE. DE, which is also known as DE. Okay. That's here, F. Okay, the two angles that are given is E and F, so it will be E over sine E equals to F over sine F. Okay, E in this case is 25, so we'll have 25 over sine E, which is 64, equals to F, let me write back F, over sine F, that's the angle, 42. All we need to do now is to cross multiply, so I have F times sine 64 equals to 25 sine 42. So here I leave out the multiplication sign, but we understood that this means 25 times sine 42 there. So now I'll write F equals to 25 sine 42 over sine 64, and our calculator will help us there. So what we have, 25 sine 42. Also ensure that your calculator is in degree mode, divided by sine 64. What do we have? 18.6. We'll write it to one decimal place. 18.6. So my answer is 18.6 mm. And in brackets I write correct to 1 dp.